This is Marriage Boot Camp, Reality Star Season 3, Episode 6, no episode title on my recording. So this is a very Roger, Jenny-centric episode. So we start out with the fight that started in the previous week, which is that some secret is being sold to In Touch magazine, and Jenny, I believe, thinks it's the producers. Roger's like, no, this is you. It turns out she had sent out an email to some people, not family, not friends, but industry contacts, indicating that they were pregnant. My guess is she's like, hey, I'm pregnant. You want to do a show? This would be a great reality show or special. And I'm sure it just got filtered out until someone was like, hey, I can make some extra money selling this. Anyway, they have a big breakdown. He's really mad. Jim takes them out to go talk to him. They're far enough out to where we could still get the sound, although some of it sounded like it could have been dubbed. But anyway, they decide to stay. So the rest of the episode is about sex and communication. So we have that incredibly awkward exercise where they have like a donut and a sausage that like talk about their sexual needs. And I am so uncomfortable watching that. They do it every season, and every season I'm like super awkward. What I think is interesting is it was all pretty standard stuff. I want more of this, less of this, or more communication, or more sex, or more foreplay. Pretty standard stuff that you would hear in a relationship. Except Gretchen and Slade like asked for more stuff while at the same time implying that their sex life is already perfect, which has kind of been their thing through Marriage Boot Camp. They don't want to actually let anyone know that the relationship is bad, but when they slip, it's like really bad. Like when he said he could replace her, and you're like, oh, that's super awful. But then the rest of the time, they're like, no, we're perfect. We communicate. We're awesome, honey, lovey, baby. Now, the next one is a communication drill where they have to communicate. One of them's blindfolded, the other one's talking to them. They are being timed, and when they do something wrong, they'll get shocked, both of them. Everybody assumes wrong means that they like don't move or block the way they're supposed to, but wrong actually means they use non-communicative language. So yelling and screaming and all that. Without surprise, Clive and Tanisha, of course, break down. Trista and Ryan do awesome, and everybody else kind of falls in the middle. What was interesting was Gretchen and Slade used lots of these honey sweetie babies, and the counselors kind of call them out on that being unreal. Like they're using that to cover up their real feelings. And I'm like, man, these people are geniuses, because that's so totally how it happens. So we have pretty much our whole episode is pretty straightforward until the end. Jenny and Roger already have this commitment that they've made to leave the Marriage Boot Camp for a few days, and you know how I feel about that. Apparently production did know, so that's a little bit better, but it's still a hot topic with me. And it's all the problems in their relationship are this exact incident. So Jim and Carol come in to talk to them, and Roger's like, hey, how about this? How about we agree, I'll go do this event with you, and then in the future, you'll kind of let me out of these kind of things. And she's like, no, absolutely not. That's the life we signed up for, so no. I can understand her point of view because, I kind of feel that way sometimes when my husband and I have conversations about things I want to do in my career, and I feel like this has been part of me since we met. It's unfair to kind of force me to change. But at the same time, I really understand Roger's point of view in that I think it's a pretty human thing to want to have some privacy. So anyway, we will catch up with everyone for next week's episode.